BPPT, Agency for the Assessment and Application of Technology. Mr. Dadan Nurjaman as the first Secretary of BPPT. Mr. Asep Riswoko as BPPT General Director of Bioindustry Technology. Mr. Sabar Pambudi as BPPT Central Senior Engineer of Pharmaceutical and Medical Technology. And Mr. Taufik Nur Azhar, maybe still on the way here, as BPPT Vice President of TFRIC 19. And of course, also warm welcome to all our participants from business stakeholders in the first Indonesia-Fiji Business and Trade Meeting 2020. We hope that all of us are in good and healthy condition. May God always bless us all. And ladies and gentlemen, during this COVID-19 pandemic, we have to keep move forward, including promoting the trade and investment between countries. So ITTIC, Indonesia Trade, Tourism and Investment Club, keeps playing an important role as a facilitator in encouraging export-import of goods and also investment to domestic and overseas. And to start this meeting, I then please to Mr. Tito Loho as Chairman of ITTIC to open this meeting. Okay, Mr. Tito Loho, please.
Okay, thank you, our MC, Bu Sarah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. And first of all, we want to thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, God Almighty, so we can have that wonderful today with a wonderful meeting. Welcome all participants. Good morning. We ITTIC proud to have all of participants, very appreciated, especially to His Excellency Indonesian Ambassador Pak Ben Karnadi, and also His Excellency Chancellor Fair of Fiji in Jakarta, Pak Isaac Grace, and also some official. Let's hear is the Bu Arlinda, expert staff for Minister of Commerce, and also Bu Mary Mariati. I already see her here as the Director of the Export for Mining and Industrial Product, Ministry of Commerce. And also, we also have the BPPT Group. BPPT is the agency for the assessment of application of technology. We have the first secretary, Pak Dadan Nurjaman, and also the deputy of the biotech of the BPPT, Mr. Sony Sulistia. We proud of you to have here. And also at Fiji side, we also have here is just the fair, Mr. Isaac Grace, and also for Invest Fiji, Mr. Craig Strong, and also from the business society, business player from Fiji, Pon Aflik Afikirit Maharaj, and also Madam Anna Tukete will join from the Fiji Chamber of Commerce, and also to have three group of industrial here. The first is pharmaceutical. We have several big Indonesia company, name it Kalbe, Bio Farma, Kimia Pharma Group, and also Novel, and also that Mensa, and others. And also we have the second group, that medical supply, represented by the Association Indonesia Medical Supply Producer. Welcome Pak Aditarya. And also the consumer good producer, Michael Johnny here also, because on request by the Fiji side, they want to see also the players for the consumer good producer in Indonesia to maybe to sell the products to Fiji. So the objective of this meeting is not similar to the seminar. We are not having the seminar because we not only updating the knowledge, but we try to push hard to promote the business opportunity. So we are not talking about the knowledge, but we are talking about the business opportunity. So we will have a several session of presentation and a several session of discussion and question and answer during this meeting. Yeah. So to start this meeting, we please welcome remarks by Indonesian Ambassador in Suva, Mr. Ben Karnadi. Please, for the time is yours. Unmute, okay, please Pak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Izin sekira kami boleh host apa istilahnya share screen, apa diperbolehkan Pak Tito?
Silakan,
Ada,
Pak.
oke. Ini ya.
Ada share screen di bawah.
Ya,
Gitu.
oke.
Oke, Pak, already see.
Udah kelihatan ya.
Ya, oke.
Ya,
Oke.
you can click slow ya, slideshow ya.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sekali lagi kepada Ibu Bapak sekalian, terima kasih pertama-tama kepada Chairman dari Indonesia Trade, Tourism and Investment Club ya,
Ya.
Pak Tito Loho, juga pada MC Bu Sarah, Mbak Sarah, dan
Pak
tentunya
Ben,
kepada
Pak Ben, would you mind in English, Pak Ben, because there are some colleagues from.
Okay.
Thank you, Pak.
Sorry. Jadi again, I'll restart. I should talk in English. Okay, even though my English is so-so. Again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, praise be to God. That we are able to meet today, even though under the new circumstances because of COVID-19, we are meeting through an application called Zoom. Yeah, I would like to thank Pak Tito Loho for hosting this Zoom webinar. Yeah, as the president of the Indonesian Trade, Tourism, Investment Club, if I'm not mistaken, the name. Also, thanks to our MC, Ibu Zara. Also, I would like to greet Ibu Arlinda, the expert staff of the Minister for Trade. Dulu beliau adalah formerly she was the DG for export promotion, right? If I'm not mistaken. And my good colleague during when we worked together for APEC back in the 90s. Juga also I would like to greet friends from the investment Fiji. Craig Strong, I think you're there. Also, my good colleague of the Embassy of Fiji in Jakarta, Pak Isaac Grace. Yeah. Also, I invited the Honorable Alvik Maharaj. Yeah. He's the Member of Parliament of Fiji, but also a prominent business player here in Fiji. I think he owns a couple of pharmacies here in Fiji. Yeah? So it's a good opportunity for him to also later on share the issue on pharmaceutical and medical supplies. Yeah. So I will go straight and to all, of course, to all the other participants. Thank you for joining and thank you for having me. I will start my presentation. With regard to the title, I'll try to give a perspective, why the Pacific countries, or especially Fiji, is important for Indonesia. As you might be aware, the Embassy of Indonesia in Suva is the one and only embassy in the midst or in the center of gravity of the Pacific Island countries. Yeah? The embassy in Suva is covering 4 countries. I cover Fiji, Kiribati, Nauru, and Tuvalu. And they greet here with the saying of Bula Vinaka, in Fiji. But in Talofa in Tuvalu, Maori in Kiribati, and Ekamawir Om in Nauru. So again, greetings from the Pacific. And Indonesia is actually part of the Pacific. Why? Because Indonesia, the archipelago of Indonesia, does not only lie in the Indian Ocean, but on the other half is situated geographically in the Pacific Ocean, and we have around 5 provinces that are that has a Pacific descent, especially of Melanesian cultural and socio-cultural background. We should belong to the one Pacific family, as we have this double identity, we are not only Malay in race, but we have also different kind of ethnicity and social cultural background in Indonesia. That's why we call our country Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, and we need to enhance more, we need to promote more our Pacific identity, and that's why it's important that we engage or we have more business interaction or people-to-people connectivity, even also what you call that, the real connectivity, transportation connectivity to the Pacific. We should not only confine ourselves to the ASEAN region and to only open our opportunities to the East Asian countries like Japan, China, Korea, or even in the more further western part, India. But we should also start looking to the eastern part of Indonesia. So the Pacific island countries consist of three social cultural background: Melanesian, Polynesian, Micronesian, and they form this archipelago islands, to the east of Indonesia. If you see on the map there you see Kiribati and all. We have started our a bit late our engagement with the Pacific. We started only, I think, in the 2000s, when the year 2000 begins, and I think we should accelerate our engagement or our presence to the Pacific. So that's why our Minister for Foreign Affairs has in the year when she started her ministerialship in the Foreign Ministry of the Republic of Indonesia, Ibu Retno has rolled out this what we call the Pacific Elevation. Pacific Elevation means we are trying to enhance our engagement, our presence towards the Pacific Islands, towards the countries in the Pacific Islands. There are around 16 countries here in the Pacific Islands. But Fiji is one of the most advanced and one of the most developed around the Pacific. Our diplomacy here is mainly focusing on being the partner for development. Partner for development of the island countries. We wrote out our diplomacy is being implemented through technical cooperation, development cooperation, trade, tourism, investment promotion, and of course, people-to-people contact. As I said, some of the development cooperation that we have established so far with Fiji, we have taken part in the development or rehabilitation of several infrastructure here, namely the most prominent school in Suva. The name is Queen Victoria School. We took part in the several phases of the improvement and the renovation of that school. We adopt that school as part of Indonesia's development cooperation in Fiji. In Tuvalu, we took part also in contributing to the development of the convention center that they use for the Pacific Island Forum Summit last year. And in Nauru, we are currently processing the provision of a landing craft, a ship landing craft. This is still in the process of interministerial discussion in Jakarta. And with regard to Kiribati, we try to also took part in the development of a sports center, of a stadium in Kiribati. However, they are facing, they have just now finished their general election, and I think need to restart our development cooperation with Kiribati. So going back to Fiji, why Fiji? Fiji, as I said, is the hub of the Pacific. I think Shashay Isaac will be the one who better explain about his country, and also our colleague Craig in Investment Fiji. But to my perspective, I think Fiji, as I'm here since 2 years ago, I see Fiji is the most stable economy in the Pacific, in this region amongst the island countries. It has a good banking system. It has a very competitive human resources. Yeah, they all speak English. Yeah? And they are well educated. Yeah? Some of them, or most of them, are studying abroad in Australia and New Zealand. Yeah? And they have the most sophisticated telecommunication in terms of roads, infrastructure, as well as telecommunication in terms of digital connectivity. So I think doing business with Fiji as the hub of the Pacific, as they want to be the Singapore of Pacific, and I'm very sure that they will get there. They will get there. But then, of course, this COVID is impacting everyone, not only the countries in ASEAN, but also countries here in the Pacific. For our balance of trade, Indonesia and Fiji, based on the the figures that I have, we are currently enjoying a surplus, of around 25.5 million US dollar. But there is still a lot of room that we can expand in terms of trade, in terms of the choices of goods, and in terms of getting the availability of the goods in the markets here in the island countries. There are, as I said, there are around 16 island countries here in the Pacific. So and vice versa, of course, Fijian goods is also there's still also room for Fijian Fijian products to get to Indonesia, because they have also a good standard of quality. And amongst the Commonwealth supply chain, they have this kind of equal standard in terms of how the goods has to be made. So I don't know the technical term, but I think the quality of goods, the standards and all are following, the Commonwealth supply chain. So I think if Indonesian goods wants to come over, more Indonesian goods wants to come over, I think we need to have the if we have already export to Australia and New Zealand, I think those kind of goods has met the standards of Fiji. So these are some of the items that are exported to the Pacific. Of course, most common goods like the food products, like Indo food from Indo food, is always popular here. And the representative of Indo Food has actually came already to Fiji, and I've persuaded them to if they can open their factory here to cater the Pacific market, including Australia and New Zealand. But they are still, I think, thinking over about that. On the pharmaceutical products like medicines and all, I think from my personal experience, the prices of medicines, I think, is still quite high here in the Pacific Islands. The price of a very popular over-the-counter medicine like Panadol, Panadol, I think the price here in the Pacific is still very expensive. I think there is room if Indonesia can meet the standards of the medicinal products, I think there is room for Indonesia to, give more choices of products in terms of medicines, and also, of course, of other pharmaceutical and medicinal equipments also, and products, as well as products. So in terms of the geopolitics of cooperation, I think the Pacific is being currently, most of the embassies are very active here in Suva, including the U.S. Embassy, the Australian Embassy, New Zealand Embassy, with elevating or with promoting their bilateral relations, and of course, not to mention the People's Republic of China. They are also very active here in the region. I think it's about time that Indonesia has to, and Indonesia and other ASEAN countries maybe has to also engage more countries in the Pacific. It's a growing market. It's a market. It's not a big market, but it is a growing market, and I think you can utilize their preferential treatment that they are being given by the advanced countries to export from Fiji to other developed countries. So this has to be taken into consideration. If you don't look at the the market per se here in the Pacific, but the opportunity that you can grow your business in the Pacific. They also have a lot of tourists coming here. I think Fiji's GDP, 30% of it are contributed by tourism. Other products that are also being sought here, I think, are sportswear, apparels. Has a big opportunity here in the Pacific. So again, pharmaceutical products and medicinal products, of course, will have a big opportunity to be promoted here in the island countries. So that's all my presentation. We can talk more during the question and answers, and apologize if it took so long for me to present. Thank you very much, Pak Tito. Vinaka Fakalebu. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, His Excellency Ben Karnadi, for the very valuable and informative presentation. It gives us the very, very big and detailed picture about how Fiji and about being the hub of Pacific.